Good morning, students. Today we will study the dynamics of ecosystem. Here in the topic ecosystem, we had studied its definition, structure, and various functions. Now, today we will see the various dynamics of ecosystem that includes number one, energy flow in ecosystem. Then second is food chain. Third is energy pyramid. And fourth is biogeochemical cycle, or also called as energy cycle. Now first is energy flow in ecosystem. Here a self-sufficient community, they have autotrophs that make use of solar energy. As we know, the sun is the source of energy to the ecosystem and complete earth. Therefore, the autotrophic organisms like plants, they convert solar energy is also called as radiant energy, and they produce chemical energy in the form of carbohydrates, and they are stored in the food and so on. Therefore, these autotrophic organisms are also called as producers. The heterotrophic organisms, they depend on chemical energy produced by plants, simply called as autotrophs, and hence the heterotrophic organisms are also called as consumers, as they consume food and energy produced by the producers. The consumers may be included in two levels or more than two levels. Okay. The first level consumers are also called as herbivorous and saprophytes that utilize the plants directly. And the second level consumers are also called as carnivorous because they feed on herbivorous organisms. In this way, energy is flowed in the ecosystem. The sun's or solar energy is trapped by green plants by the process of photosynthesis, and this is stored in the food. And this food is available to herbivorous organisms and then to the carnivorous organism. In this way, step by step, the energy is flowed in the ecosystem, and in this way it is the energy flow in ecosystem. Now second, food chain and food web. The energy and raw material in the form of food, they are exchanged from one level of organization to other. These exchange takes place in stepwise manner as discussed above. From producers they prepare their own food, and this food is available to herbivorous organisms, and then carnivorous organisms, they feed upon that herbivorous organisms. In this way it is a chain, and that chain is called as food chain. The first organism is the food of next level organisms, and these food chains, when they are interlinked, then it form a web like structure. It is called as food web. We had seen a very simple example of this. Okay, in the grassland ecosystem, grass are the producers, they produce their own food, then this grass is eaten by herbivorous organisms like deers, rabbit, etc. These deers and rabbits, they are included in first level consumers or herbivorous. Then the top level consumers or carnivorous like lions, tigers, they feed on that deers and rabbits. And in this way, the food produced by one organism is used by second organism, and second organism is used as food by the next level organisms. In this way, it is a food chain. Then third dynamics is energy pyramid. Okay. Here the transfer of energy from first level or producers to top consumers in the ecosystem is called as energy pyramid. The energy is trapped by producers, and then producers they utilize this energy, they convert solar energy into chemical energy and store it in the form of carbohydrates. Only 0.2% of solar energy is used by the producers. Okay. Then 18 to 95% of total energy that is peaked by plants is utilized by producers themselves for carrying their metabolic processes. And only 5 to 10% energy is transferred to the next level, or it is available for primary consumers. Then primary consumers they use that energy that got from producers they use for themselves, and only 10 to 20% of it is available for the next level consumers, that is secondary consumers, and so on. Hence we can say that only 5 to 20% of energy is transferred from one trophic level to next trophic level. And when we construct a pyramid, that pyramid of energy is always upright. Then the fourth dynamics of ecosystem is biogeochemical cycle or energy cycle. Here the elements present in environment they pass from one organism to other. While that process they may be change or recharge their association with other elements to form various compounds. This cyclic change taking place in biologically important chemical molecules, it is termed as biogeochemical cycle. That a term refers to the biological and geological phases involved in the course of any such complete cycle. Here, biogeochemical cycles, they are also called as energy cycles because they are intimately connected with liberation of energy in the organisms. Here, all organisms make use of elements like carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur in order to form various chemical molecules like carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, nucleic acids, and other materials found in their body. These and other elements they are obtained by autotrophic organisms through comparatively simple compounds such as water, carbon dioxide, nitrates, ammonia, sulfates, etc. And the heterotrophic organisms obtain these requirements mainly from complex compounds that are prepared by the autotrophic organisms itself. And in this way, the biogeochemical cycles run in the ecosystem. Here, these are two types according to their primary source and the manner of propagation of substances. First is gaseous cycle and second is sedimentary cycle. What is gaseous cycle? The elements that circulate mainly through gases present in atmosphere are called as biogeochemical cycles, that is gaseous cycle. For example, oxygen, nitrogen and carbon. The carbon source is carbon dioxide in the form carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere that maintain its cycle. And then second type of cycle is sedimentary cycle. The elements that do not circulate in gaseous state and they are transported through water and also sedimented in bodies of water like oceans and lake. The chief source of these elements for organisms is the Earth's crust and not the atmosphere. For example, elements like phosphorus, sulfur, calcium, magnesium, etc. They have sedimentary cycles. Okay. In this way, we will stop here. Thank you.